I shared the idea with some of the people, and none of them believed in the idea. And I don't know, like, I think it's what kills a lot of dreams is that the like people who are closest to you, when you need support, they are just not there. They are not interested.
Thabo Maibi is a PhD candidate in data science at Stellenbosch University and the founder of the Career Agent app, a platform that helps people find jobs tailored to their skills and career goals. He is also the co-founder of Splash AI, a beauty tech platform that connects users with beauty professionals and sellers. Thabo's research and professional work focuses on machine learning, deep learning, and data-driven innovation. He has built impactful projects such as smart greenhouses for farmers, emergency response systems, and AI-powered fraud detection tools. He is passionate about using technology to solve real-world problems. Thabo continues to explore how AI can empower individuals and communities across Africa and beyond. Thabo, welcome to Mesh Podcast. It's such a pleasure to have you on the podcast as we open this new season of tech, AI, digital transformation. I'm happy. I'm really excited to learn more about you and the Career Agent app you have developed and the impact it's making. So welcome.
Thank you very much. And I'm also glad for the fact that you are giving me this opportunity and for the interest in the app. Thank you very much.
Can you share a bit about where you grew up and what your childhood was like?
Okay. I was born and raised in Lesotho, in a small town called Roma. That's where I grew up, and I can say my childhood was simple, but somehow very lively. So I went through the usual stages, preschool, primary school, and high school. Maybe the most interesting thing that I can share is like outside of school, what was I doing as a kid? So sometimes I played football, but sometimes I used to look after the cattle. So in my hometown, we have a police station, and at the police station there they keep stolen cows, stolen goats, sheep, horses, and donkeys, and then they hire someone to look after the cattle. So the person who was hired used to go to a place close to where I lived, whereby they were selling traditional beer. So he would go there instead of, going out to the mountains to take care or to look.
I'm really laughing. Yeah.
Yeah, so he would just call me and my friends and say, take the cattle to the mountain. I will just sit here. And then we would, ride the donkeys and horses up to the mountain. And, and then maybe around 4 p.m. we bring them back, and then he takes them back to the police station. I think, that's what I did most of the time.
Yeah. And would he pay you?
No.
But I guess it was fun for you guys because you would ride on these horses or donkeys and have fun out there. So yeah. I can imagine. I'm from Lesotho too, so I'm so happy and I'm very, very proud of you. And so I can imagine as you're saying it, what you're talking about. That must have been fun.
Yeah.
Okay, besides looking after that's stolen livestock. That was a good responsibility to take on as a young boy. But were you always interested in building things or in computers also when growing up?
Yes. So after primary, I went straight to high school, and then in my second year of high school, which is in Lesotho, we call them Form 1, Form B, Form C. So I was in Form B, and then I joined the science lab, and I participated in a lot of competitions there, and I was performing well. I was building crazy projects. Like in my Form E, I think I won two gold medals at the national level, whereby I built. I can't even explain how it managed to work. It was something that uses sound to charge phones. Like you would play music, and then from the music, like I tried to amplify the current, and then after amplifying the current, you can charge phones. Like you'd see that electricity is being produced. I still don't understand how it worked, but it worked, and then it won the gold the gold medal, and then yeah. So I can say in a nutshell, I've always been someone who can build stuff, who's always trying to build something to solve specific problems, to do this, to do that. So yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, you now looking back, you're thinking, hey, I built that, but I don't really understand fully how I did it. But I think it's like when you're in the moment, when you're doing something, you end up with a final product, and later on you say, okay, I guess that's how, that's how you got to where you are. Very brilliant. And nonetheless, you went on like that and, went to university, University of Lesotho. Am I right?
Yes.
And then, when did you now start experiencing these frustrations of unemployment? Because it is so high, the unemployment rate right now, and it coupled with this tedious job applications, processes that we encounter. It's really a mess. It's frustrating. But you experienced that for yourself, and you decided to build an app. How was that process for you, and what were the first steps you took now when you decided, I'm doing this?
So as you mentioned, I attended the National University of Lesotho, and then I graduated in 2022. Then I was working as a software developer. Then decided to come to Stellenbosch. I did my master's, and then after doing the master's, I had to go back home, right? So when I got home, I wasn't sure if I will get the scholarship. I applied, but I wasn't sure if I will get the scholarship to do PhD. So when I was back at home, I was constantly looking for jobs. Like I was applying, I was doing this, I was doing that, like the whole process. And there's something that I realized. Number one is a lot of people are actually struggling to find jobs regardless of their qualifications. And imagine if you are someone who has masters and you are also struggling, what's more about someone who doesn't even have a degree, maybe a diploma, or like they never even went to school. So it's a big challenge for them as well. It's a big challenge for everyone. And then someone who was also attending here just told me, no, I got this job in the government. I was like, how did you know about the job opening there? Like, so I realized that you will find that jobs are there, but we lack information. Like, we don't know where to look. We don't know where jobs are being posted, but we do have qualifications. So then the first thing that I did was to go online and look for all websites that offer jobs, that post jobs. And then I decided to put them in the app. The focus was still in Lesotho back then, right? So I put all the websites in the app, and then I was like, yeah, the websites are here in the app, but then most of us are also lazy to look, from page to page up to maybe page 5 of maybe 10 websites, So then I decided maybe let me try to automate the process. And then after that, I gave the app to my former university, and then they created a post. And then after creating a post, it got famous here. So I had to also scale it to South Africa as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, here you were unemployed, obviously looking for a job. And now you hear a friend, hey, I've got a job at the government, and thinking, how, when we, most of us don't know. And you're right, we don't know where to look. Some of these jobs are there, but you've got to have networks, it is a fact, and sometimes we know to apply to a certain point. We don't know beyond, a certain point how to apply, such as remote jobs and such. But now here you were, you're thinking, if I'm experiencing this, hundreds and thousands of others are also experiencing this. So now you sat down, build the app. Did you do this on your own? And before you submitted, obviously, to the university to put on a post, but you used your time and your money and built and collected these websites, and I don't know what you did, the magic you did. You did it alone with your time and your money?
Yes. So I can say I completed my master's last year, and then the app just came out this year, which means it has been a long journey, and I have been like saving and doing research here and there, and ensuring that everything is on point. So I did everything alone. I built the app alone. I paid for the hosting alone by myself, like the whole thing.
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. And when you have something like this, you saw it, you felt it, you were compelled to build this app. It's your vision. Sometimes you want to share with those close to you, hey, I'm thinking of doing this. Did you share with anybody? And if so, before starting, did you face any skepticisms or pushbacks when you shared this? And how, if so, how did you handle that?
So yes, I shared the idea with some of the people, and none of them believed in the idea. And I don't know, like, I think it's what kills a lot of dreams is that the like people who are closest to you, when you need support, they are just not there. They are not interested. So lucky enough, I got back to school, and then I found some part-time jobs to generate some income so that I can support the idea from my pocket. So I was looking for someone who would help me start with financial, of course. And then they were like, I know, I don't think this will work. This is Lesotho. People don't even use technology. So,
yeah. No, it's so common, think what you said is very important. A lot of ideas are killed right then and there. Someone will come and tell you, no, this is a small population. This is Lesotho. AI, what are you talking about? We are not there yet. As it is, we are struggling with internet connectivity. It's not going to work. Where are you going to get the money? Focus on getting a job, maybe at the government, or, you were resilient and you believed in your dream and your vision strong enough to go ahead anyway. And I commend you for that. Well done. And, AI is, as they say, this is Lesotho. AI is an emerging tech in Africa. You are a highly skilled person and so highly educated. You are an educated engineer. But how did you think to tap into AI and start dipping your feet, at that scale? Because like when the person said, nah, this is Lesotho, you could have thought, okay, maybe let me do something basic, like just a simple website. But you went on and started dipping your feet in AI and such things. How did you think to do that?
Mm-hmm. So yes, I think in Africa we are a little bit behind with technology, and it's very hard for the community or African individuals to start using technological products effectively. But some of these products, they trend faster, especially artificial intelligence products. If you look at ChatGPT, it was launched, but then within few months, a lot of people were using it in Africa, or maybe in Africa as a whole. So I think, yes, we are a little bit behind, but to some degree, we still have access to this stuff. We still understand some of them. We still, want to use some of the things that are out there. So the issue with us is we focus mostly on entertainment. When you talk about technology, the most things that we are using are social media platforms, this and that. Our main focus is entertainment, and we are somehow the consumers for these products. And I somehow know that we have access to internet, we have access to smartphones nowadays than compared to, previous years. So technology can work. The issue is that we are more interested in entertainment products. Yeah.
You are so right. You are so right. Now that you say it, we are using these things. Everybody has the phone. I mean, a group of people sitting there, everybody's looking at their phone. Obviously, it's a smartphone. There's internet connectivity there. And we are just interested in entertainment, as you say, that many clicks. What's most funny on TikTok? But you're right. We are already, consuming these products, but to entertain ourselves, not to, wow, that is, you know what? You can drop your mic right now. That is a light bulb moment. Thank you for sharing that. And your app, Career Asian app, how does it work exactly?
Okay, so like I mentioned earlier, that there are different websites that have a list of jobs. So what it does is it takes your CV, you supply it with your CV, it extracts information from your CV, and then goes through different websites to look for jobs that align with what's on your CV. So if, let's say, in Lesotho there are 50 websites that each website has like maybe 20,000 jobs, it goes through all 50 websites looking for the jobs that that match your profession, that match your education or your skills. So apart from that, once it has found a match, it can send an application on your behalf. You don't even have to go and apply there. As long as there's an email where applications have to be sent within the job description, it's able to send the application on your behalf. But if there's no email there, it will tell you that there's a job here on this website that matches your skills, so please do the application. The app was not able to apply for you. Apart from that, it has some tools in it. For example, it has a tool that checks something called ATS score, which is a score used by hiring systems to filter out CVs that are not relevant to the job description. So it helps you to check your ATS score before you can even apply. Because if your ATS score is low, even if you qualify for that position, you won't get called for an interview. It also has, features that are like tools that you can use to create CVs. You can create a job specific CV, which is enhanced with AI, and you're also allowed to, to modify some of the content there. You can also create a CV using voice. And currently I'm working on a feature whereby you just, upload your CV. It automatically creates a new one for you, because I saw that most people hate typing lots of information. So you're just going to upload your CV, and then it's going to enhance the CV and then give you a new one. Apart from that, there's a feature that I'm also working on whereby you're just going to upload your CV and tell it the industry that you want to work in or the job that you're looking for. And then it will analyze your CV and tell you the skills that you lack, the certificates that you can, start working on. Because when you are still looking for a job, you also want to be competitive. So you'll find that people are still sitting at home, not doing any courses at all to improve, their skills. So it will also help you to recommend some of the courses you can take and the certifications that you can look forward to. So that's basically how the app works so far.
I see. And this ATS score that you mentioned, is it like on your CV, the system checks like keywords that match the job profile? Is it something like that?
Yes. So number one, it checks the formatting of the CV. So I realized this as I was working with some of my customers. I realized that they use the app called Clear Scanner to scan the documents. Like when let's say now a company wants you to attach your ID to your CV, right?
All right.
You have to print out, you have to do a photocopy of your ID and then certify it. But you also have to print your CV and then take pictures of your CV and your ID and then combine them into one PDF. So once you scan once you scan your CV, it can no longer be read by the computer because now it's an image which is converted into a PDF. The computer can no longer extract information from it. When I realized this, I was like, it's one of the things that will get you 0 ATS score because now the computer cannot access information from your CV. So that's number one. The other thing is the way that you write your CV, it has to be logical. You have to write, a heading has to be larger. Let's say now it's education. It has to be larger. And then maybe the schools that you went to, the courses that you did. Also, the formatting has to be clear. The other important thing is the keywords, like the keywords, as you mentioned here. What are you writing on your CV? How are you presenting yourself on your CV? Do you write things that are related to the position that you are applying for? So the keywords have to be there, which the system is also looking for within your CV based on the job that you're applying for. And another thing that I realized is most people, when they write CVs, they focus on their responsibilities, not the achievements. Let's say now you are in sales, for example, and you say on your CV, I was doing sales, doing this and doing that. Instead, you could say, I increased the sales by 20% or by 50%. So you write the responsibilities, not the achievements. So that's another issue of how you write your CV. So yes.
Well, this is, and it's opening my eyes a lot, and I'm certain to a lot of our listeners also. What you explain, yes, you would be required to not send different attachments. It has to be one PDF. So with the resources we have, you're going to go and scan everything, attach everything, your ID, perhaps even certified copies of your qualifications and all of those. And now you're saying that's where it's going to, because it won't read that picture you took. So I do understand this is quite an innovation, and I hope people understand this as well, to see now what curtails or blocks or hurdles in our job application processes, that is internal things that we perhaps are not aware of. This is life-changing. Thank you for that. And you touched on something that also speaks to what I wanted to ask about, that we face rejections, as we apply for these jobs. And sometimes we don't even get that rejection. We don't get any feedback at all. And I wanted to know if the app will help us understand, first of all, why we were rejected and how we could improve. And I know you spoke about the courses to, maybe get certain certifications. And so the app does advise afterwards.
Currently, no, but I think it's something that I can look forward to, because once the application has been sent, the this people, like let's say now you're a company, you posted a job, you like a job advertisement, and then you receive an application from my app. The email which is sent from the app will tell you that you need to contact the email written on the CV, right? So that you don't come back to the app. So it's something that maybe I can look forward to. It's very, very important, I think. But the idea that you have the ability to check before applying is also useful. You can check the required skills for that position before you even apply. For the rejection, it might be for a lot of reasons. You know, there was someone who had higher qualifications than you. There was this, there was that. So, but, you know, when you check before applying, you can put yourself in a better position, you know.
Yeah, yeah. That is true. And are there any measures in place inside the app to avoid things like spams and job mismatches? Meaning, you know, with all technological tools, maybe when we send applications, when maybe like AI is sending CVs on our behalf while we sleep, as to say, which is fun, so amazing. That maybe the employer on the other side, or there's employment agencies, they might also get spams. Is there something? Is it a possibility? And is there measures to prevent that from happening?
I will give out this secret, right? So in the background, I have different emails that I use to send applications. I don't send applications from the company's email because the recruiters are going to be aware that the application was sent by the app, right? So I have different Gmail accounts, which are, you know, changes. They change, like if maybe if we have the same qualification and we have subscribed to the app, the email that is going to send your application is going to be different from the email that is going to send my application, right? So I'm still refining as I'm going. I'm still improving the processes in the background. I saw that sometimes it can apply to senior jobs. Although your CV is of, you know, junior, you know, like you have maybe 2 years of experience, but it can also sometimes apply to senior positions. So I'm still looking forward into improving it and changing it. And sometimes it can apply to the same position multiple times if that position was advertised by 5 websites, different websites.
I see.
So,
yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So I also need to ensure that, you know, if the job is posted by this company, it has this description, I need to be sure that it's not the same job before I can send applications. Yeah.
And currently it's on a subscription model. I read somewhere that it's on a 3-month interval or basis. You correct me if I'm wrong. For $40 or about 400 rands. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, that is good. I'm thinking for 3 months, this is not even monthly, you know. So I feel like that is good starting, you know. But you shared somewhere where you said your wish is for the app to be free, so that unemployed job seekers can be able to make use of it. And how do you envision now making it a viable business when it's now being offered for free?
Okay, yeah. So I think it's one of the questions that I get frequently. So so if you look at all these social media platforms, right, they offer a lot of features for free, right? So naturally speaking, if you are using them, you are the product. You don't have to pay for anything. You are the product. So the same thing can be applied with this app. You can just put your CV there, and then the app continuously looks for opportunities on your behalf. And then number one, we have people who are helping other people on the app to, revamp their CV. So someone may say, no, I don't want AI to help me with this. I need a human being. That's number one. So there are people who specialize in revamping CVs, they can use the app, and then the app can generate the income there by maybe taking maybe 5% from the money that they make. Number two, a lot of recruiting companies are currently struggling to find, best candidates for certain positions, for certain senior positions. So they can use the app to search, to use AI and find the best candidate for the job description that they have. And they can also pay for that as well. And this is number three. So number three is there are companies that sometimes they urgently need someone. They need to find a candidate quickly, and they can do sponsored job ads on the platform as well.
Right.
So I think there are lots of ways that the app can be monetized or used to generate revenue, but charging unemployed people, it's not my vision. It's not something that's going to be on the app for a long time. And, I'm looking forward to reduce the subscription, and maybe by end of next month, it's going to be low, because the issue of high subscription is to minimize the server costs so that the app doesn't crash. I think that's the challenge with African innovation, because we don't have capital, and whatever we build, it takes maybe 6 months, and then after that it's out, because we don't have the capital or the money or the resources to keep it running for a long time, until it starts, making money or generating revenue.
Yeah, you're right. And talking about capital and all those resources that you need, what can you say right now to any potential investors that could be listening to us right now on the scalability of African AI solutions? Because I don't know, like you said, we are still behind. Yes, we are behind, but we are adopting some of these things. Obviously, compared to the developed countries, we are a little bit behind, but we are doing something. How is the outlook? What can you say to one investor out there could be listening and thinking, is this worth it or not for that market?
So for technological products, the outlook in Africa is excellent, because most of us are consumers this side, and whatever is built by, maybe Western companies, we are the consumer market for them, So another issue is that the unemployment rate in African countries is very high, which means there are lots of individuals who would want to be on the app because they are looking for jobs. They can't find jobs. So this AI gives them a better chance of finding opportunities that they wouldn't even realize if they were doing everything manually. So there's a high demand, and the demand is going to increase. Like I was having a conversation with someone, I think maybe on Wednesday. And then I was saying, after 3 to 5 years, most of jobs are going to be automated and they're going to be replaced, which means unemployment is going to increase. It's something that a lot of people see it happening, but they're not trying to find ways to help other people to acquire jobs faster, so that they can maybe, when the AI comes, they now have some money saved, they can start something for themselves. So a lot of jobs are going to be automated, and AI is going to replace most of people in certain jobs. And then after you are being replaced, what are you going to do? Are you going to go back and then manually look for jobs? You see where the problem is going to be. So now you need something which is going to put you in a better position whereby it's constantly looking. Even before the contract ends, you're already on the app. It's looking. So, That's what's going to happen. So I think it's going to be adopted easily and faster, because I have even been contacted by a lot of people from different countries. So there's a market already. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. And you're so right. Because when you look at it, right now, generative AI is, oh my goodness, doing things at an alarming rate and pace compared to what a human can do. If you look at maybe say in a call center, where let me say there's 300 or 500 employees answering phones, answering questions related to whatever product. And if they adopt AI there, say generative AI specifically, some of the things can be answered by AI quicker and with specificity to what you're looking for. So, and unless then something then needs a human over and above that. So that means they still won't need 300 employees, you know.
Yeah.
It means they would cut and maybe leave, I don't know, 100 or 50, you know. And you're right, we don't see it now. But we would feel the impact in a few years down the line of this. So it's actually, and you're right, when you are now in the job space, let me say I'm now working in a call center and they are talking about now piloting and introducing these things, I can learn from there to say, okay, they're probably going to pilot this. How can I improve myself? Maybe let me learn something, you know? Maybe let me learn something about, I don't know, cloud technology or anything, you know, that would put me at a better chance of staying or getting another job elsewhere, because we can see AI is going to replace a lot of jobs that we do. So you're right. It is important for people to get into the employment space more now so than ever, to learn internally. And so that people can also have resources and a space to improve themselves and improve on certain skills gap that will probably be there when AI has taken. You know what? This is. I don't know if it's frustrating. Is it alarming? Is it scary? Is it exciting? Or it's all things combined?
Yeah.
And you know, you are currently a doctoral candidate now in industrial engineering at Stellenbosch University, and you're talking about how you're still working behind the scenes to refine this career agent app. And in cases such as this, please enlighten me. How does the intellectual property issues work now in a case such as yours? Is it your IP, the university's IP? How does it work?
So since this is a personal project, it doesn't fall under the university's IP. I have things that I'm doing with the university, research that I'm doing with the university, which is outside of this project. And I think I developed 80% of the project when I was still at home. So it's outside of school. It's outside of what I'm doing. It's even registered in Lesotho. So it's not part of what I'm doing at the university. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. That's interesting. And you spoke of how you're already talking with different people from various parts of the world regarding this, and any more investors I'll keep on drilling on this, listening right now, and they are interested because this is so interesting. How can they be in contact with you?
They can find me on LinkedIn by the names Thabo Maibi. They can find me, let me assume they are not on social media, but I am also available on social media, Facebook, with the same names, Thabo Maibi. But they can also contact me using WhatsApp on 081 094 0805.
And where do you see Career Agent app 5 years from now?
It's a difficult question to answer because I have so many things in my head about it now. So, but I will try to explain it logically. So at first, the vision is to to help you. Let's say now you are just about to write your final exam in high school, right? And you don't know what to do afterwards. So there's this feature that I'm working on now whereby it will help you to choose the best career based on the trends of AI so that you don't select a career which is likely to be wiped out by automation or by anything else. So the idea is to help you at that stage to make informed decision about the career that you choose. And then during your years of university, it will automatically be suggesting entry-level jobs, internships, and some of the skills that you also need to learn that will, improve your degree. That's number 2 there. So then let's say now you are done with university and you want to join the job market. So it has all the tools there that will help you create a proper CV and do proper applications. Then it will keep suggesting jobs for you. So we are now imagining now it's a free app. So which means it will keep suggesting things here and there. But then sometimes you want to continue with school. It will also look for scholarships that match your interests. Let's say now you want to do masters in Cuba, but you don't know where to look for scholarships, and you will find that the scholarships are also there on the internet, but you just don't know where to look as well. So I wanted to also help you with that. If you want to find scholarships for maybe engineering masters in doing this, doing that, you just input that information in the app, and then it will constantly keep looking for scholarships for African students or scholarships for South African students, something like that. Then you get your scholarship. Then it does the same thing as it is doing with jobs. And then after that, let's say now you are being called for an interview. It's going to also help you practice the interview, be able to do interview with an AI. It asks questions. It tells you the things that you are lacking. You need to practice this, that before you go to the actual interview. So that's the dream. And the idea is just to ensure that it helps you from start to end being a career mentor or a career assistant, something like that.
This is so futuristic. You it's so ahead of us. And thank you so much for your innovation and for thinking ahead and to meet us halfway with this approaching a tech and AI that is already here in any case. And to think at that level, to say in 5 years' time, where would we be and where should we be, and how do we start doing something now in preparation for that? I feel like that is so amazing, and thank you on behalf of everyone for coming up with that. And Thabo, what is your favorite book that you can share with us, or a book that you read and you felt was impactful in your life?
Okay, so I like the books that help you challenge the beliefs that you have about yourself and the things that you grow up with. So I read books that challenge the mind. So the book I think that I can recommend is by David Goggins. I don't know how to pronounce the same name, which is titled "Can't Hurt Me." So it's a book which tells us that most of the time we use 40%. We just apply 40% effort, and then when we get to 41%, we think we are tired, and then we decide to stop doing whatever we wanted to do. And it also talks about performing without purpose. So performing without purpose is being able to do something that you have always wanted to do, regardless whether it's related to a specific opportunity. So let me make an example. If you want to lose weight, most of the people will lose weight if there's a wedding in December, right? If the summer is coming. So Performing without purpose, it teaches us to always do whatever you want to do, regardless whether there's an opportunity or there's an event or there's something. But if you want to do something, just keep doing it. And then when you get tired, just know that you are at 40% of your effort. You can go beyond 40%. So it's a book that I can recommend anyone who would like to have a higher mental strength.
Yeah, thank you so much. I read that book. It was recommended to me by my mentor, and I read it, and it challenged me. It's actually a good book. It challenged me where he says, when now you feel like I can't give it anymore, you are just at 40%. I thought, what? Yeah. And thank you. Thank you for sharing that. It's quite a good book, helpful for progress. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for listening to our show this week. If you enjoyed the show, please click follow on your podcast app. That way you will not miss the next episode. If you need to take your business ideas to the next level, the good news is I work with entrepreneurs and companies to navigate challenges they may face, to pivot effectively, and to grow strategically. You can reach me at info@mergeconsulting.co.za or visit our website to explore how we can work together. Let's turn your vision into action. I'm Difuo, and you've been listening to my Entrepreneurship Journey podcast.